Ever notice how every few years we hit the same cycle? The world's on fire, everybody's freaking out. Half the population is convinced that the other half is evil, and meanwhile, life keeps moving. But here's the question, is your life and business moving forward? See, this isn't just about politics, it's about distraction. And distraction is the most powerful weapon of control ever created. The more chaotic things seem, the easier it is to get caught in the trap. But while everyone else is busy reacting, you could be building. In this video, we're going to break down how to take control of your focus, find your voice, and build your own brand so that you're no longer just an audience member in someone else's circus. We've used this same blueprint to help consult and help build 7- and 8-figure businesses, and also just small mom and pops trying to get a leg up and stand out. Let's get into it. The game is simple. Keep you distracted so you don't focus on yourself. You focus on what they want you to. The more time you spend reacting to things outside of your control, the less time you spend creating the life you actually want. Social media algorithms don't push what's good for you, they push what gets reactions. And what gets reactions more? Fear, outrage, conflict. And then once you're tired of that, you go on the other side looking for dopamine hits, cat videos, silly entertainment, OnlyFans, video games. Every time a new political story drops, it hijacks your emotions, and every minute spent arguing online is a minute you didn't invest in yourself, your business, or your future. None of us are immune from it. I've spent too much time railing against one thing or the next. And if you look back over the last 5 years, how much of that outrage actually changed your personal reality? And how much of it just stole your time? The truth is, if you don't own your attention, someone else does. Now here's the crazy part. The same people who benefit from your distraction, they're not distracted. Politicians don't sit around arguing online senselessly unless it serves their purpose. They strategize, make statements, have their own best interest at mind. Corporations, they don't just react to the news cycles, they create it to serve their bottom line. They pay for ads, pay for influencers, and create the narratives they want. The top entrepreneurs, they're not busy debating each comment on other people's posts. They're building their brands, growing their influence, and turning attention into income. This isn't just a conspiracy, it's about focus and attention. Those who control the attention have the power. But the question is, why aren't you using that same power for yourself, for good, for your own purpose and mission? Instead of being a consumer and reactor, what if you became a creator and proactive? Instead of letting social media dictate your emotions, what if you use social media to amplify your vision? So what is the main difference between people who build and people who just react? They know their why, and they use it as their North Star. I'm going to share with you part of the framework we've created for helping personal and business brands that is called the WWWH. It is the first part of our Brand Bullseye we'll be going into in more depth on this channel. For now, let's start with why. This is where we get tactical, because if you want to be immune to distraction, you need an anchor. That anchor is your why, and it has 3 interconnected levels. The first level is, what do you believe about life itself? Are we here for a purpose? Are we just here to experience, to grow, or serve? This doesn't have to be religious, but if you don't have some foundational belief system, you're floating in the wind. Every great entrepreneur, person with the cause, has always started with the solid foundational why that's based in existential, why they believe they're here. Example, if you believe you're here to serve others, then your action for your life plan and business plan start aligning with impact instead of other types of distractions. Number 2, your life vision, the life you want to live. If you could zoom out and see your entire life from beginning to end, what would you want it to look like? What kind of relationships do you want? What kind of freedom do you want? What kind of experiences, wealth, legacy? These are the main categories of your life you've heard countless of times. Have you defined any of them, even with a sentence or two? For example, if you see your future self living a balanced life, building a business, spending time with family, traveling, then today's media distractions suddenly look much smaller, and you start to figure out, are you focusing on actually getting that for your own life? Number 3, your brand, your business why, the value you provide to others. Your business isn't just about making money, it's a reflection of who you are. Who do you serve? How do you help? What impact do you make? Your brand is an extension of your deeper why and should be a tool for your life's mission. Example, my why is helping entrepreneurs design their life through entrepreneurship. So every piece of content, every product, every strategy aligns with that. Now that you got an idea of that from a 10,000 foot view, you need to build your focus like a fortress. Once you have your why, the next step is protecting your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Here's how you do it. Control your inputs. Our life, our business, anything that we do or become or create is just a matter of the inputs we allow, the special unique system that is us that we process it through, and then the outputs that we put out into the world. Our life, the language we speak, the relationships we have, the business we put out there. Stop letting the algorithms decide what you think about. Create before you consume. Before you scroll for dopamine or anger porn, write down your why. Make a plan, start building. I like the idea of building habits and systems instead of just setting goals. I've struggled for the longest time with certain types of goals. You write it on a piece of paper and you break it down to steps. You still have to put it into a particular day of the week. And it seems like it's almost something that is outside of your normal routine versus actually a part of what you should be doing and a habit you should be doing every day. I have found scheduling the habit into my week of whatever it is that I need to do to accomplish my goals actually leads to me getting to those goals faster. Own your brand. If you're going to be online, be building something that reflects you, not just reacting to nonsense. Most entrepreneurs spend more time trying to figure out Facebook ads, what reel to publish, rather than honing in how to make their brand special before pushing it all over the internet. Audit your time. Check your screen time. How much of your life is being wasted on distractions that don't serve your vision? Life takes up plenty of time already, but with that time you have, are you building your brand or are you contributing to somebody else's? The less time you spend in outrage, the more time you have to build your future, your business, your freedom. And trust me, I'm saying this to myself as much as anyone else. This is something that I struggle with all the time, and I have found so much more clarity now focusing in on my own why, building this brand and channel so that I can help make impact with others. Look, the world's always going to be chaotic. The media always is going to be stirring the pot. But here's what they don't want you to know. You don't have to play their game. The moment you take back control of your focus and your voice, you step outside of their system. You stop being just a consumer of narratives and start being a creator of your own destiny. So here's the challenge. Write down your 3 levels of why today, starting with your existential, to your life vision, to the vision for your business. It doesn't matter if it's a few sentences that you start with just to give you the clarity and focus. Later, you can add a lot more detail and come back and follow some of our videos that are going to help you run through it. Next, audit your distractions. Cut what doesn't serve you. How much time are you actually spending? Just estimate it. Figure out, what am I doing when I'm watching my TV, my social media, the reels that I'm watching? I have to do that too, and it's quite embarrassing sometimes how much I get stuck on rabbit holes because I'm procrastinating around what I should be doing. Start building your brand, not just reacting to others. Now, this might sound like it's an abstract concept, build your brand. All you're really doing is deciding what kind of business you want to have based on what type of life you want to live, based on what you feel the entire purpose of you being here is. It's not that difficult. It's very simple. Simple, not easy. Now you got to go out and do it. If this resonated, hit the like, subscribe button, and let's take this conversation deeper. Your future is too important to be left to chance. Own your focus, own your brand, own your life. See you next time.